So, Dieter, when you arrived in New York City, what must have that been for a young teenager to come in and see these big skyscrapers, especially coming from war-torn Germany at the time?
Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. New York City, well, you knew about it and you read about it before and you heard about it in newscasts and all that, but you couldn't imagine it as it really was. When we came to New York, we came with a ship, obviously, from Europe. We came to New York City and they picked us up to bring us to the hotel. I never forget it, but they took us in a taxi to Madison Square Garden from the ship. And I stopped the taxi, I say, on Broadway. And I said, let me out, let me out, let me out. I want to see, I want to walk the rest of the way. It wasn't very far. And they told us that it wasn't. So I got out and I walked down Broadway and my neck was hurting like crazy because I just looked up. It was amazing to see New York City, those high rises. We had high rises in Germany, but not that high. I mean, it's unbelievable, and I never forget those first few days.
So, you got to Madison Square Garden. Who was there to greet you? Pat Baldo or others?
But Waldo was one of the first guys because he spoke German, and we didn't speak English, obviously. So we had to hold on to somebody who spoke our language, and that was Patvaldo. Yeah, and then we got involved in all that mayhem. What was New York City and Madison Square Garden? It was
How about a
unbelievable.
three-ring circus? Had you ever seen a three-ring circus before?
No, we never had anything like this in Europe. It's only one ring, and you worked your act, and the people saw what you did. Well, in Madison Square Garden, we worked with three rings. Nobody saw your act. I shouldn't say nobody. I mean, the people sitting around the center ring, in my case, they saw, but nevertheless, you always look away because there was more going on in the air and in the third ring and in the second ring and all over. So much to see at the same time. It was pretty tough to keep the concentration going. Yeah.
And then this clown came over to your ring, and what'd you think of that? Some clown walking into your ring.
I wasn't very crazy about it. He disturbed me, he bothered me. I say, he bothers the act. I didn't realize that's in America. This is a common occurrence. And it took me a while, a few months, to realize that the whole picture was important. And the clown was a big name, and people watched him. So when he came and sat down on my ring, actually I got more people watching my because of him. I thought he was distracting the
And his
audience
name
from my
was,
act. His name was Emmett Kelly. He was a big name at the time. I guess he still is, but unfortunately he isn't around anymore.
but he brought the attention to your act while all of this stuff was going on.
That's exactly right. Yeah, but I didn't realize it at the time. At the time, I thought, on the beginning, I thought he's distracting me and he's distracting the people from my act, because we had to concentrate on what I was doing.
And he would
But
come in with a coffee cup of his own, right?
yeah, he had a cup in his hand and he thought it was funny. Later on, I thought it was funny too, but in the beginning, I didn't think so.